This is the start of something new. My name is Kyle Berkshire. I am the longest hitter in the world and a 3-time world long drive champion.
Berkshire, the king of long drive once again.
Welcome to season 1 of my new series, Driver Everywhere, where I play the top courses in the world and hit driver off every possible tee.
Oh, that is so good.
No layups, no safe shots. I'm here to put on a show.
That might be the best drive I've hit all day.
We're kicking episode 1 off with an absolute banger.
Bro, that is such a disgusting 3.
We're at the one and only Tobacco Road Golf Club in Sanford, North Carolina. With that said, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
That could be on the green. That's perfect. So let's say left the trap, that's pretty big. So just something I wanted to say, I cannot think of a better visualization for how hard it is to hit the ball really far in terms of course design. This is about essentially a 3 to 5 yard wide fairway. And you can literally look back here and the fairway is about 60 to 80 yards wide. You know, so that's one of the biggest reasons why, you know, as I play more and more golf, it's harder to play at a high level. There's a lot of, you got to pick your spots, and that's really one of the biggest challenges. So we did hit it perfect right up the gut, like 142 club, 208 ball. We got the TrackMan running, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so we got 126 left, helping wind. Probably playing like 112-ish with this wind, a little downhill. So I'm playing about a 108 shot here, and wind should just carry it right at the pin. Kind of just like that. It's probably gonna be, looks like about 8 feet away maybe. Watch how much this breaks. That looked good until I hit it. All right, well, we're still in red numbers after 1, but it's gonna be very interesting to see how Driver Everywhere plays. As a quick reminder, obviously not hitting driver on the par 3s, and if there's par 4s where driver's too much, we'll hit, you know, whatever gets us to that green, but this will be a very interesting experiment. And I'm honestly doing this partly because in my tournaments, I'm trying to figure out the math on hitting driver versus hitting like an iron or 3-iron. So it's a small sample size, but it kind of helps me figure out what makes more sense to hit. Take the risks with the driver or hit the 3-iron or the 1-iron. So you'll find out as I find out. All right, so this is gonna be a interesting one. So the line of the green, if you see that little swath of rough separating those 2 traps, just a fraction left of that is the line of the green. It's about 380, so roughly a stock shot here. It's definitely reachable. That's right at it. That might be on the green. That could be on the green. That was perfect. That was really good. Perfect tee shot. That was actually a slightly hurting wind on that angle off the right. So I'm looking at my TrackMan, that was right around 340 carry in that neighborhood. On a direct line to the green, 365. So I think we might be a hair short, but man, that felt good. That was a perfect tee shot. So very curious to see what that gives us. And overall, very curious to see how this round goes. Because like I can tell you that hole I would have hit 3-iron. Just taking my 120 yard shot in. But we'll see what we got left here, and we'll see kind of how the round goes. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a really good tee shot. All right, so we were just about pin high. I had kind of the line a little bit off. Should have been a little further left than I was aiming, but nevertheless, really good tee shot. But yeah, the line was really good. Just aimed in the wrong spot, but pretty straightforward shot here. Don't exactly know how firm or fast this stuff is, so I'm gonna take a lower lofted shot here, kind of play it with the slope, and have it kind of skip up onto the green. Will that go in? Won't go in, but that is a very good shot. And also, all the traps are waste areas, which means you can ground your club. You'll see nothing's raked. So waste areas, you can ground your club, so don't be calling you. I will say that was, you know, pretty easy birdie there. So a couple red numbers to start, and just keep it rolling. All right, so we're on to hole 3, 136, par 3, pins in the front. Got a pretty crazy slope as a backstop. So I'm gonna bring it in from the right with this wind, with the gap wedge, and I'll see if we can zip it back. Oh yeah, that could be really good. If it gets all the way up to that slope and takes it. Oh, that could be good. Is that gonna go in?
None of us can see.
It probably didn't go in, but that's the exact shot I wanted to hit off that slope. It's about 4 feet, 5 feet. Hard to say what this is gonna do. It's kind of at the bottom of a saddle. I think it's gonna kick to my right a bit. Got it at left edge. See if we're gonna make a 2. Dead straight. It's a bit of a bummer. All right, so we're on to the 4th hole, par 5. It's about 530-ish. This is another one where there's a little room right. It's about 380 to the trees on the right, so probably we'll have room there. But what I'm gonna try to do is take it right at the corner of that waist trap. If I can carry that, we're gonna have a flip wedge in. So we'll see if we can make it happen. Go a little right. That should have room though. Should be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Mishit that a little bit, which was a good thing for me there. We'll still have a good shot into the green. All right, so we got 190. It's playing down a little bit to 184. So 190, playing 185. This wind is kind of in off the left, so I think it's going to cancel out. So I like a pitching wedge here. And trying to see which way this wind might be moving. I think it's kind of moving maybe just mostly at me, but I don't think it's strong enough to warrant clubbing down or clubbing up. So. Oh, that's a ball. I hit a wind pocket. I might be short. We'll see. It could have gotten there, but I saw that ball upshoot pretty good. So definitely hit a bit of a wind pocket that I wasn't expecting, but could have still gotten close. But we'll see. All right, it's gonna be swinging right to left pretty good. I think it's just a little slow. Gotta give it good speed and see if we can get it to go in the side door. Man, that is just so slow. Not giving it enough speed. All right, still walk away with a 2-putt. That is a very difficult green, so I'll take that 2-putt any day. All right, so we're on hole 5. It's about 330, but about 290 carry to pin, so obviously can't hit driver here. Got the 3-iron in hand. We can play just a little bit right of this pin, see if we can put it on the right side of the green, and give ourselves a look at a 2. Perfect line, just a little right. Wind's fanning it back a bit. That's fine. It's a good, safe play. I didn't say I wouldn't still play sensible. I'm just going for every green, but I'm playing sensible. That's probably right edge of the green. Might have a pop at an eagle there. All right, so we're swinging pretty good, off to a pretty solid start. You can miss left of this hole, but it's a kind of a weird little shot. So I was just aiming a little right. I had a bit of a draw on it, but wind was kind of fighting it a bit. But we're still nothing wrong with where we hit that. I think it was pin high. And that's kind of been the big challenge is, you know, with all my speed and distance, getting pin high has just been tough. Yesterday and the day before I played a G Pro event, a mini tour event, and one of the biggest things I took away from it was my lines are very competitive with a lot of those guys, and what I mean by that is like my accuracy. But what is not competitive right now is the distance control. These guys are just nails with hitting it pin high, so it was amazing to watch. And also, to be honest, a little exciting because I didn't come away from that thinking I couldn't play with those guys. I came away from that thinking I definitely have some work to do, but I also felt like, yes, I can hang with these guys if I get everything dialed in. Okay, so we're pin high here. Really good shot. Just a little right of the pin. Want to carry just about 10 yards just onto the green. Have it skip once, check, and then it should run out a little bit and move to the left. So I just don't want to overcomplicate this shot. Kind of like that. Sit. Wow. To be honest, I thought that was absolutely perfect. These greens are just a little quick. Pretty impressive. It's late in the afternoon. It's pretty impressive they're rolling like this late. That was the exact shot I was trying to hit. Just moved a little bit more. All right, so I think this is gonna be a little left to right. Playing this, not gonna give up the hole, but playing it left edge. Counting on this to fall a little to the right. Pulled that. That was the perfect read too. That was the absolute perfect read. Yep, never mind. All right, well, that's a tough 4. All right, so we're on hole 6. Straight back into the fan, 132 yards of the pin. We definitely want to play this a little bit to the right and just kind of try to bring it in from the right to have it end up about 8 to 10 feet right of the pin. Nothing wrong with that shot at all. Got a 48-degree wedge because it is a little into the wind. I'm gonna knock this down a little bit, hit it a little lower, and see if we hit a good shot. It's gonna be close. Oh wow, that went deep. Wow. That was not a good decision, put that shot. It's gonna be a fun up and down. I'm in a whirl of hurt here. I mean, I literally went 30 yards long. I don't know how it went that far, but this is not where you wanna be. So let's see if we can pull off some magic here. It's not gonna get much better than that. That's about as good as you're gonna do. All right, well, I think it's gonna break a little left to right. Can't stress enough how good that shot was from back there. Thrilled to have even a pop at it here. It's gonna be a little left to right, very uphill, so you give this a firm roll. Bro, that is such a disgusting 3. I can't make the 5-foot birdie putts, but I'll make the 30-foot par putts. That's disgusting. You're not supposed to even make a 4 from there. All right, so kind of a weird situation here. We're on 7. It's 320 to the end of the fairway, and then there's a massive, like, I just glitched it out there. There's a massive, like, marsh, and then the green. So 390 carry to green. We're into the wind. I don't think I can cover it, but we said we'd hit driver. So I guess if I hit driver, and I go into the marsh, I take a drop, and we'll try to get up and down. Or maybe I can hulk it and actually hit the green. Dude, that is killed. That is absolutely smoked. I just don't know if it's gonna have the wheels. That was such a good tee shot too. We'll see if it made it, but I don't know. Not advisable to hit this shot on this hole. All right, so there actually is, I'm looking at the rangefinder on the card app. There is a little bit of room short, but it's still a 370 carry, and it is right, it's about a 5 to 7 mile an hour wind into the fan. This is gonna be a really tough carry, but I hit it good. So we'll see if we made it or not. But that's a big move to get it all the way out there. All right, so we didn't carry as expected. We gave a little search for it. It's more than halfway in there. It's probably came within 10 yards of getting over, but that was a monster carry to ask of. Still gonna drop hitting 3. Obviously would never do this in a tournament, but it's part of the video, so I think it's kind of a cool little challenge. So we got 86 left. Want to land us about 84. Let's skip up once and then just put the brakes on. A fraction left, but perfect distance, so nothing wrong with that one. We got to pop at the putt for par. Okay, so we're giving ourselves a look at it. We got about 8 or 9 feet here. It's going to be pulling pretty hard to the left, and it's quite uphill. So we're going to have to definitely take this out of the cup. Trying to figure out exactly how hard this is going to break. Snapped right there. It straightened out a little bit, but it snapped too far. Well, that's a tough bogey. I don't really feel like I deserve a bogey there, but that's the challenge. 190 yards to the pin, playing about 180, wind straight off the right. It's all about distance control here. That's all it is. Just try and get the right distance. This will be a good test for me. Wind's taking it a bit, but it should catch that corner. Okay, that's fine. It can very easily roll all the way back onto that front edge, and that's no bueno. So nothing wrong with that shot right there. Pretty crazy little putt here. We got a flat surface, and then it's just downhill, and I want to say it's going to try to slide to the right a little bit. I don't see a ton in this. It's really just about getting the right pace. I don't think it's crazy fast, but it's definitely quick. So all about pace here. Here it comes. Come on, get left. Very happy with that putt. You take your 3 and you get out of here on this hole. All right, on to the next hole. That's a very good 3. Okay, so this is definitely not one I'd recommend hitting driver on. Got a little bit of some stuff to the right. The left is okay. I should be able to carry those trees. So what I'm gonna take driver. The green is directly in line with like the right edge of those trees. And that waist bunker is a green side bunker. So I'm gonna go right at the green. Might be able to get close if I smoke it. And see if I hit a good one. Gotta sip. Gotta sip big time. I don't know. I think that could be in some problems. Same one. Let's see what we have. Well, that is what happens when you are a little off swinging 140 miles an hour. I actually see one here. It is a Callaway, and it's my first ball. So I marked my second one. You guys can see with a bit of a cross. That is my first ball. We got it. Dude, I have a shot too. That's crazy. If you guys can see that mound there, that really high mound, the green is right of that, but if I can get it through here with a fade and get it to land on that mound and kick right, it'll funnel all the way to the hole. I got 179 left. I do have this little branch here, but honestly, I'm willing to take the risks that it'll hit that middle part of the branch and knock it down. I think I'll be able to get around that branch. Got 179. Go with a punchy 8 and just try to get this thing ripping left to right. Do it. Come on, keep cutting. Ah, that wind's holding it off. It's totally fine right there. It's totally fine. Man, if we didn't have wind off the right, that would have hit that slope and kicked perfect. We want to be carrying this about 29, probably about 25, 30 yards, land on green, and then just let it release out. We'll see. Not gonna lie, I got unbelievably lucky. I missed my number by a ton there, but it landed right on the collar of the fringe and just took off. So I'm man enough to admit when I got lucky, and I got lucky there. I probably should deserve to be right about here, but we'll take it. Well, it's a 4 on the card. That was a pretty wild spot to make 4 from. Well, this has been a fun challenge so far, pretty eye-opening actually. Like, one thing I had noticed, I thought that tee shot was gone, like gone. And I actually had a shot at the green, and if it wasn't for a wind that was literally this way, fighting a cut, it would have hit that slope, side spun, it probably ended up in this area right here. So like, it just goes to show you, you sometimes look at these holes and you think if I hit a bad tee shot, it's X, but you forget to factor in the luck. There's a good chance you'll get lucky and you'll still have a shot at it. So definitely factors into the mathematical equations for me going forward. So we got hole 10, 440-yard par 4. Wind is off the left helping, which definitely makes the tee shot a little easier. That rough down the distance is about 380, probably run into it, but if I land short, it will kick to the right. So what I'm gonna do is aim at the edge of the tree line and just let that wind kind of take it out to the right a bit. We do have a pretty substantial amount of room right to work with, so see what we can do with that. Let me see what the line is on that. Is that the line of the flag? Okay, gotcha. That's not terrible. All right, this is gonna be a really touchy putt. It's gonna be quite uphill, but it does crest. The last 3 or 4 feet is gonna be very downhill, so. That was not well judged. Thought that would be a lot slower going through this stuff. Probably should have chipped that. Nope, pushed it. Man, that sucks. That is such a bad bogey. My putting has been absolute buns. Jesus. All right, so we're on hole 11. Pretty crazy hole here. The green is over there. The trees there end at 360. So, I mean, it would be sketchy if I went straight at the trees. So what I'm gonna do is adjust my attack angle a little bit here. I'm gonna hit straight over that chute. If we can hit a good one here, we're gonna be very, very close to this par 5 in 1, so. That could be really good. It's hard to say, but that could be really good. Just a little bit left of the green. All right, well, that was a crazy line. We'll see. That was probably just left of the green. So it's a pretty crazy line, and it's hard to, honestly, it's hard to elevate the golf ball that fast when it's moving that fast. It's hard to get it like that. I mean, I might be there's a waist area, but there's a chance I'll have less than 100 yards left, maybe even less than 75, so. All right, so the pin is right there. It's 44 yards away. It's a tough little shot though, so we can play a little left. I want to carry it about 40 and just let it run out. Solid contact is key here. It's a bit of a finicky lie, so See what we can do. That's a fantastic shot out of that lie. It's probably gonna run a little through the green, but I am thrilled with that shot. All right, so it's be quite quick, and it's gonna be moving to the left a decent bit too. So kind of just want to get to just trickle onto the green and just let it feed down. This is definitely a makeable putt. We want to be cognizant of speed as well. Come on, come on, come on. Man, that straightened out a lot, but happy with that speed. Nothing wrong with the 4 from there. That was one of the easier birdies I've made in my life. All right, on hole 12, 412 yards. It's about 370 on a direct line to the green. I don't think I can quite get there because it's a bit of a headwind still, but we're gonna be taking it over that left waist bunker. Do have a little room left to work with, so we can utilize that a little bit. Should be able to get pretty close to green though. That wind is not going to help the cause of this shot. It's fine, just going to be in that high stuff low right. It's not a horrible angle. We'll just see what we have lie-wise. Okay, so can't really complain about this lie, to be honest. A little weird with, there is some shrubbage around it, but it'll come out a little bit with a little bit less spin. Got 105 to the pin. I'm gonna play it as about a 92, 93 yard shot to give it a little room to jump on me and see if we can get it to release out to the pin. That should bounce pretty good. Sit, sit. Wow. All right, well that was a pretty tough break, but I mean, this is just a crazy green. You can see how front to back it is, so good shot, just a tough result. We got about 60 feet coming back up the hill. Got to give this one a good roll. Can move a little bit right to left, and it's gonna kind of tail off at the end, so speed's everything here. All right, I think you should move a little bit right to left, just a little bit back up the hill. Just put a good stroke on it. Should slide left. All right, got out of there with the 4. That was a really good 2-putt. That's just a tough spot to be back there with this pin location. I don't think I could have hit 3 better shots from there, and here. Barely escaped to the 4. All right, so I'm just lasering the end of this. It's saying 290. Can you give me some help with this?
Here, dude, let me actually show you how this thing works.
All right, let me see.
So it's 290 to the stuff, but it's actually playing like 275.
Yeah,
that's just what I'm assuming. I don't use.
You can just push it back like that. Just push it that way.
Oh, push it this way?
Yeah, so you got the slope.
See, I've never used one of these
Yeah.
like that, so.
Yeah, so you would never know how to adjust properly.
Yeah.
What does it say now?
Yeah, 276.
Okay, all right, so 276. It's cool to know that there's that slope device on
Yeah.
it.
Hey, thanks.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Anytime, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
No,
guys.
yeah, he literally just texted me a few holes ago.
Yeah.
He was in town, so we had to bring him out. But
Literally, I was just
good man, Melosi. Check him out. You probably have already seen him, but we'll link his stuff down below.
appreciate you guys.
Good
Hey,
guy.
Good to see you,
Appreciate it,
man.
yeah.
Seriously.
Good to see you too.
You guys enjoy the rest of
Yeah,
the round.
man. A lot of fun. All right, so we're on a 13, and this is probably the craziest line of the day. I need to go over those trees right there with basically a fade. It's like, this is such an absurd line. So, see if we can pull it off. But I'm gonna have to play a fade on top of hitting it over those trees. Dude, that's money. That is so good. That might be the best drive I've hit all day. Well guys, that was a wild shot. And you know, while I have you guys here, I just want to give a very brief opinion on Melosi and the slopes and stuff. You know, we made light of it. He didn't cheat. He didn't do anything like that. That's not Melosi's character. He's a great dude. I've known him for a really long time. I can promise you, he did absolutely nothing wrong and did nothing intentionally or unintentionally to cheat or to get an advantage. He's a good guy, world-class dude. Been a good friend of mine for years. So for what it's worth, just want to say that. But that was actually totally random. He texted me when we were on like 7 or 8 because he heard that I was here at Tobacco Road. He was on their new par 3 course. So yeah, pretty cool to meet up with him, and just a lot of really good connections in this YouTube space. It's a lot of fun to know all these good people, and yeah, just thought I'd say that and see if we can find our golf ball. So this was quite large. I think this is close to 400 in the air. I absolutely killed that ball. We have 67 yards left. This is gonna be a tough shot though, I will say. That green it's a really weird green, pretty crazy green. Ball sitting down a little bit, so it's gonna be hard to really clip it. Pretty firm sand. I'm gonna take a pitching wedge, play an explosion shot, and see if we can get the right yardage. Just didn't get enough out of it. It's just a tough shot. And that's about as good as I can do. That's crazy. Gosh. Can't believe that broke so much. Well, that's a very tough 5. Wow, that's tough. All right, so we got 161, pretty beautiful par 3 here. Playing 150, maybe closer to 147 or 6 with the wind slightly helping. Gonna play a draw off of that pin and just play to land on the left side of the green. Got a 56-degree wedge in hand. See if it's a number. We will see if it's the number. Okay, stay there. Stay there. Okay, we're good. I was very anxiety inducing because it rode the face just a fraction. I knew that was gonna be within 1 yard of having a 15-footer like we have or rolling into that water. And that was 1 yard from being in the water and 1 yard from bouncing forward to a couple feet. But I'll take the in-betweener here. That could have been tough pretty quick. All right, so we got about a 15-footer here, a little bit downhill, a little left to right. Definitely makeable. This would be a really nice 2. Keep coming, keep coming. Not enough. 3s are good here. On to the next. Alrighty, on to hole 15, drivable hole. If you see that tallest pine right there, that's the line we need to go over to put this on the green. So it's about a stock driver here, pretty comfortable driver. See if we can put a good line on it. Oh, that is so good. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. That's filthy. That could literally be in the hole. If it got there. Bro, I have the most insane second shot ever. It landed over the green and rolled back off that slope to that. I kind of fixed it, but you guys can kind of see right here, right there's where it landed. Bounced down. I didn't know where the pin was. I forgot how huge this green was. You kind of just assume the pin's gonna be in here. I had no idea it was in that little corner. I mean, it's like, I gotta make sure I have good accuracy here with my putter so I can hit the green. 148 foot putt. So it's gonna go this way, it's gonna kick back that way, and then it's gonna go, once it gets through the final little saddle, it's gonna come back down the other way. So it's a triple breaker, uphill, uphill, and then crazy downhill. So this is absolutely the most insane putt you can have anywhere. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's one of the best putts I've ever hit in my life. That's a 2-putt. Wow. That's insane. All right, so on hole 16, about a little over 300 yards. You kind of see that little car path snaking. The green is just left of that, so I got to go right over those trees. It's about 290 to the hole, so there's going to be a 3-iron, and see if we can put it on the green. A little late on it. It's just going to be in that high stuff. That'll be a fun one. All right, so not a terrible spot here. Kind of a sandy lie. Definitely got to pick it nicely. Got 69 pins in the back. I'm going to take my 58, put it back in my stance, and hit a low shot here. Try to get to just carry over that little hump, bounce in, skip up, and get onto the back shelf. Want to land this about 55, 50 yards, and just use the trajectory and the spin to knock it down, and just have it just crest over that back tier. Move definitely a little right to left, and then it's going to straighten out once it gets to the hole. I knew it too, I just pushed it. All right, on to 17, 121 yards, playing 113, not a breath of wind, so true number is a pretty good number to play here, so 113. Just a pretty comfortable stock, 58 degree, just kind of flip it in there, see what we can do. I like it, just a little left. Can't complain with that one, a little long, but we'll be inside 10 feet for birdie. All right, well, we got about a 15-footer here. Looks like she's gonna be sliding a little bit left to right, a fraction uphill. This would be a nice 2 to put on the board. Bang. Dos. All right, so we're on the final hole. This is gonna be definitely one of those tighter shots. So that little post out there is, you know, the line you're gonna wanna take if you're playing normal. So the line I need to take, you can see those waist bunkers, I need to go left of them. So I'm gonna be going about 20 yards left of that tree line. That's my line. So we have one more good drive. That's not the line perfectly, but that's good enough to be in that trap, I think. It's not terrible. Spun that a ton. I didn't go very far. Mishit it, but went straight. We'll be all right. All right, so good tee shot here. We got 71 yards. The pin is right in line with those 3 little bushes there towards the front part of the green. So want to carry this pretty much right at about 68. It should take one hop and ideally stop. I think it looks pretty good. Might be a little deep, but not bad.
Very well done.
I think it's just dead straight. All right, well, that was a really fun round. Cannot believe didn't lose a single ball going driver everywhere, but that was absolutely insane. Huge shout out to Tobacco Road for hosting me. This has been kind of a home away from home for me for honestly ever since I was in high school. So always a fun trek around here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm definitely gonna be looking more into being more aggressive off the tee. This was a really eye-opening experience for me because the biggest thing I noticed was even when my drives weren't that good, I was shocked at how many times I was able to hit my next shot, even if it was a little bit of trouble involved. So that was really awesome, ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more driver everywhere videos, maybe we can make it into a series where I have to hit driver everywhere. Smash that like button. Let me know in the comments the next course you want me to go driver everywhere at, and I will see you guys later. Take care.